Hi everyone, I'm Grahtles, and welcome to a new episode of the Time-Saving Guide for Noobs. If you're new to my channel and you don't know what I do Let's Plays, tutorials, tips, tricks on City Skylines, so if you like what you see, like, subscribe, comment, and share. So today's episode, we're ready for some Metro, so let's jump in and get started. So when's a good time to start Metro? So number one, money. You need a lot of money in the bank and you need a lot of income. Metro is super expensive. 2, you need to have a good population. I usually like to start when my population is a little over 20,000. 3, I look at my residential areas, and when they're super spread apart, the Sims need to get from one residence to another. That's important. Metro will help. 4, industries. I have 2 forest industries, a farm industry, and a goods industry. People need to get back and forth to work. Number 5, college. I have a centrally located college, so I need to make sure that all the residents can get to the college quite easily. And 6, I have a city center. That's a major attraction in the city that all the Sims want to get to, and it's important to get them in and out without having to use their own cars. So that's basically when I like to start Metro. So if you only have access to the base game, the only metro stations you're going to have are the underground metro. And with that, all your metro is going to have to be run underneath the ground. So that is important to note. If you have underground roads or anything like that, that will clash. The height of the elevation or water will also make a difference in sometimes placing your tracks. So I do have the content creator pack that has the metro and the train stations, and that allows me to run Metro above ground as well as underneath. So that is another option. So you could do a combination of underground and above ground, or you could do one or the other. So now with all that being said, we need to know a few more things. 1, how we would like to run the metro. You could simply run them back and forth to each other, or you could do a loop. Next, how many and where. So high density, we have a population of 17,000. That's almost half the population of this. So what we're gonna have to do is put extra metros in the high density area. So looking at residents 1 and 2, they probably could only use 1 metro station. The high density could probably use maybe 2, possibly 3. And resident 4, I think they could use probably 2, 1 on each side. Then for the city center, they'll have 1, and the industries will each have 1, except for this one. I think we could put 1 centrally located in between. Next, we have to look at noise pollution. So noise pollution is a big consideration when putting in Metro, because Metro does add a lot of noise. So down in high density, we do have a lot of noise pollution in the commercial area. So we'd probably run 1 here and 1 here, and possibly 1 over here, because I believe this is office and office doesn't mind. So you could put 1 on the edge here and just kind of loop it around. Over here, we have our commercial. So let's take a look. Again, not very noise polluted at all, but if we put it on the edge here with commercial, it should be fine, or even up in these corners here, or down in here, and 1 up in here. That should work. So that is another consideration to take into account. So now let's go ahead and run some Metro. Alright, so now that I kind of strategically placed all the underground metro, it's going to leave the city center here, come around, loop around, connect into here, run back up into here, come down, loop back in here, come in here, loop around, come up, in, and back into the city center. Now, some of these are super close, but I think they can get use. So let's go ahead and start running the tracks. So looking here by the city center, I'm gonna have to take these rails and push them underneath. So I only get about 9U here. So when I go down, it hits that road if I go any further. Now that's gonna make it very steep. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut these roads off and then place them. So now these are definitely better at being a better slope down than it would have been at 9U. I can simply just put my walking paths back or take this road and come down a little bit here. So let's do that. Alright, let's start running our tracks. Alright, so now all our tracks are run and all the stations are connected. Now we're going to run a route to every single station using our Metro line tool. Alright, so now that we ran that counterclockwise, we're going to run another one clockwise. Alright, now that we completed both lines, let's take a look at the lines overview. I'm going to just quickly change the color to maybe a dark blue and a lighter blue, like that. I'm going to name this Loop A and Loop B. So now that we've done that, let's go ahead and start up the game. Alright, let's take a look at our lines. So I actually took a little bit of time to kind of make some changes with some of the lines. Let's go ahead and take a look. So I used the subway train. It has a capacity of 400 and it's definitely clearing the train stations a lot better than the 150 that the original one took. I think we could actually maybe turn this down to like 60%. Let's go ahead and do the same with the other. And yeah, that seems to be working really well. So let's go ahead and take a nice look at some of our stations. Alright, so that's going to conclude today's episode, and I really hope that it helps you to build your first metro, and maybe it's not your first metro, but you are unsure of how to really just put it in and make it the most efficient. So if you enjoyed my content, please click the like button, subscribe, comment, share, do all those good things, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.